Hi soap fans, I'm Allie and today I am going to be creating a small 1-pound batch of Ashley, my Young and the Restless inspired cold process soap. The fragrance for this soap is very light. It's a white musk, a little bit of floral. It's very high-end, very boutique-y. So I know that I want to create a completely white bar of soap. But what I'm going to do to class it up is create a little bit of a silver and gold mica dusting on top. I want it to look beautiful. I've got a lot of work to do, so we should probably get started. Here are my two shiny and spectacular gold and silver micas. These are going to catch the light and shimmer up a storm. Rather than applying them to the soap separately, I think I'm going to mix them together and see what happens. I'm just adding a few mini scoops of silver and a few mini scoops of gold. Mixing them around. And yeah, I like it. Titanium dioxide. My soap batter is handmade from scratch and it has a naturally creamy color, but I want to lighten it up so that the entire bar will be unmistakably white. This is the first soap fragrance in the Genoa City Soap series that is not an original blend of mine. Because Ashley is a perfumist, I wanted to scent her with a classic perfume fragrance, so this is a duplicate of Estee Lauder Pleasures. Ugh, the soap batter is so creamy and silky and it just slides into the silicone mold like a dream. Don't you just want to stick your finger in that? Now it's time to add our sparkle. I am just using a tea strainer to help disperse the mica mix more evenly. I am looking for more of a dusting and less of a clumping, so the tea strainer will help break up any clumps. This looks so good. Only thing left to do is cover it up and check on it in the morning. It is a beautiful fall morning. The sunlight is just falling in through the windows and dancing on top of this mica. This is just such a lovely loaf of soap, and I couldn't resist showing you. I also have a little bit of cleanup to do around the edges, and I thought that you might like to see how I do it. So you'll notice that the edges of the loaf are not completely even. I'm just taking my vegetable peeler and trimming down those edges so that they are smooth and level. Cutting soap is probably my favorite part of the whole process. I just love the sensation of dragging the knife or the peeler across the bar, so this is a very relaxing activity for me. And it makes the final presentation much nicer when all 4 sides are done. Just like with the Nikki soap, I am turning the loaf on its side in order to cut it. The reason is, if I were to cut it from the top down, all of that sparkly mica would drag through the white part of the soap, and I don't want that. I'm kind of looking for perfection here. I specifically formulated this to be a very luxurious and moisturizing bar, so I added a lot of extra oils and butters to the recipe, which is known to soapers as super fatting. So cutting this loaf, it's almost like the sensation of cutting cold butter. It is so creamy and so soft. In fact, it's a little too soft for me. I think I should have let it sit a while longer. I want to have clean, crisp cuts on Ashley, so I'm going to exercise patience here, set the loaves aside, and I'll cut the rest of it when it's hardened up a bit. This is the longest I've ever let a soap sit before cutting all of the bars, and it has been torture. Some people add sodium lactate to their soap to harden it up so that it can be cut sooner, but I've never really needed to, so if I don't need it, I'd just assume leave it out. But I don't know, maybe it's something I should consider for the future. I am very impatient when it comes to cutting soap. I always want to see the inside right away and then pick up each and every bar and marvel over everyone to see how it looks. I am 100% happy with this soap. It's cutting so nicely now, but also I think I like how it represents the character of Ashley. The fragrance is light, white, musky, and floral. The look is sophisticated yet subtle and glamorous at the same time. It's going to be such an extra moisturizing bar, so it is going to feel totally luxurious to use too, and I can't wait to use it. I hope you guys are dying to reach through your screen right now and that you leave me a nice comment, and of course that you subscribe to see more Genoa City soap.